Peace and love with everybody. How y'all doing today? It's your brother JudahSon put it out there, TV. See, we got that 5 in the back representing the 5 highest principles known to man: love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice. I just wanted to ask y'all a question here real quick. You know that excuse that people like to use about the color of the skin of Jesus, right? They try to say, well, his skin color doesn't matter, especially after it comes out, right? Especially after it comes out that he was 100% what you would call a so-called black man, right? Then all of a sudden it comes out that doesn't matter, right? That doesn't matter. The color of his skin doesn't matter. So my question is, if the color of his skin doesn't matter, knowing that he doesn't look like you, why change the image and make it look like you and then try to fool the whole world that that's how he looked, period, if that doesn't matter? You guys get that, right? Okay, so now I take it on to this next question. If it doesn't matter, we got that. The next question is, if it doesn't have any legal standing, then why change the name? So, when it comes to us as Moors, you have these people that like to bother us, they like to troll us, they like to do things that cowards do, create these fake screen names and things of this nature and hide behind those. And they say things like, well, being a Moor has the same legal standing as being in the Mickey Mouse Club. And I say, you know what? That's quite funny. You're humorous. You're funny. That's funny. But then I get to thinking, if it doesn't have any legal standing, then what was the reason of changing the free national name of a people in the first place? So that the name that you changed them to, that could have standing. So being a Moor doesn't have standing, but they stopped calling you Moors and gave you slave names like Negro, Black, Colored, African American, and all of a sudden that's what has the standing at law. You're just black, you're just African American, you're just whatever we've said you are in the last 200 years. Do you guys understand, comprehend how stupid that sounds and how much sense that does not make, right? Because, again, I have to tell people, there are no treaties for so-called African Americans. You cannot find treaties for black people. You cannot find treaties or anything like that for so-called African Americans, Negroes, blacks, coloreds. There's no treaties, but there's a bunch of stuff mentioned for the Negro Acts for Moors here. A bunch of stuff. Well, you can't do this to a Moor. You can't do that to a Moor. You can't do this. You can't do. So my thing is, if it doesn't have any legal standing of being a Moor, then why would you change the free national name of a people that was supposedly brought over from some country and tribe in Africa anyway? Why would you say we have Negroes to sell? Why wouldn't you just say we have Fulanis for sale? Or why wouldn't you say we have Kwahu for sale? Or something like that? Why would they do that? Why? That's because being a Moor, in fact, does have standing at law. And to make it even worse, which I'm going to go into this in another video. When you look at it, you're going to see that judges do not have, what is the term that I want to use? They do not have to judicially recognized. They're not judicially bound to recognize what black is in the first place. These are slave names that were placed on property. So you have to ask yourself, when you see these people pretending and claiming to be American citizens when they're really just U.S. citizens, right? Who came over here from Europe and their family's been here 200 years, or maybe their family only been here 50. But they make these little ludicrous, childish arguments, and it just shows them for being who they are. It just shows them for being who they are, which I'll use a kind word for now. Adversary. Go look up adversary in Hebrew, and then you tell me what that translates to for you. But I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. I just wanted y'all to think about that. If the color of Jesus, so-called Jesus Christ's skin, doesn't matter, why change it in the first place? And if being a Moor doesn't have any legal standing, then why would you take people who are Moors already, known as Moors at law already, then brand them as Negro, Black, Colored, and then later on African American, if being a Moor doesn't have a standing? Right. I'm going to let y'all think about that. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. Peace and love. I appreciate y'all rocking with me. Make sure that y'all go into the description of this video. Click on the very first link. Go ahead and set yourself up for an account on the PutItOutThereTV.com website. Appreciate everybody rocking with me. Definitely appreciate the trolls too. And look, don't worry about it. I got another video coming for y'all shortly. Peace and love. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. I'm out of here.